If you're a fan of heavy metal, then you should have the CMS Network app on your phone. With 5 great shows featuring all the best artists in heavy metal of all genres, as well as streaming radio, video on demand, and of course heavy metal television, the CMS Network app is the app you should have. Just go to your app store and do a search for CMS Network, and you'll just install it, and you will have all the metal you'll ever need. Stop surfing around for it. It's all right here on the CMS Network app. What's going on, everybody? It is Chris Akin Presents, and I once again am Chris Akin, and today I will be presenting something from the wrestling world. Those of you that follow along with wrestling, you are well aware of the dismissal last year, the firing of Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. And for those that don't know, and for everybody that does know, the Fiend was probably the best character that WWE has created in years and years. Probably, I ain't gonna lie, probably since The Undertaker. I mean, just it was a fantastic character. It was creepy, it was dark, it was moody. They had great storylines with it, and for whatever reason, they just couldn't figure out how to put over the Fiend. The Wyatt family was fantastic. The Fiend was fantastic. Everything Bray Wyatt did was fantastic. So a lot of people were absolutely shocked when he was released because he really was the kind of the best, most creative part of the company. But in typical WWE fashion, he was released. So it left a void, and it left people wondering pretty much from the start where Bray Wyatt would end up going to. Well, we still don't know exactly where, but I think we have a good clue. You know, there's a YouTube channel that has just popped up in the last week, I think, called It Begins Again. And it's called It Begins Again out on YouTube. And there's been these different creepy vignettes running that are clearly Bray Wyatt. They're clearly, Rotunda Wyndham, who's the character that plays Bray Wyatt, or the Fiend. And you can see it's playing over here in the side here. But it's these are some creepy things, which definitely reminds of the whole Fiend character. Like he's going to do something with that character, or improve it, or 2.0 it, or whatever you want to call it. So that part is very cool, and these vignettes are super fucking creepy, which is great because it'll be great to have this character come back. But if you see this video that I have running here, this Bray Wyatt vignette, there's a tenth of a second, just a tenth of a second clip in it, and I don't know how I even caught it, but I noticed it, and I'll show it to you because it might just very well be it probably is the indicator when he's gonna come back. So let me show you this. This is right at the end of the video. This picture shows up literally for 1/10 or 1/50th of 1 second. It's just a blip, but you can see that it's Adam Shear and Eric Redbeard versus Bully Ray and Enzo. And the thing is, for anybody that's followed along at all, Adam Shear was Braun Strowman in WWE, and Eric Redbeard is Eric Rowan from WWE fame. And those two, along with Bray Wyatt, made up the Wyatt family. So the fact that this event for WrestleFest is being dropped in one of these vignettes makes you think that on January 22nd, if you are at the MGM Convention Center in New York, you're going to get your first taste of Bray Wyatt. So you may not. I mean, who knows? This might be him just fucking with people. I don't know. But this is an interesting little tidbit that was dropped in. So if you're a wrestling fan, and obviously anybody that's paid attention to me on Classic Bell Show or whatever knows that I am, This is very interesting, and it's really kind of snuck in. I follow all the dirt sheet stuff online, Dave Meltzer and the Wrestle Talk and What Culture and all that stuff. I pay attention to all that stuff. I haven't seen this mentioned anywhere, but maybe it's because they can't confirm it. I don't know, but I'm confirming it now. Bray Wyatt is confirmed to be showing up. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea if he's showing up or not, but this is a very interesting thought anyway. So if you're a fan of Bray Wyatt or The Fiend, be on the lookout, because it looks like the Fiend or some version of the Fiend is coming back, and is coming back sooner than we think, just a couple of weeks away at WrestleFest. And we'll see where that goes from there. If that means that he ends up landing at Impact Wrestling, or if he ends up, I don't know, going to AEW, or if he even ends up going back to WWE. There's always that chance that, now with them announcing for Royal Rumble, they're actually announcing Impact people from Impact Wrestling. Who's to say they wouldn't bring him back? Never know, but I guess we'll see. That's the fun of wrestling, is you never really know what's coming until it actually hits you. So in any event, it looks like Bray Wyatt will be coming back in some form to the public eye in the world of wrestling. So be on the lookout, all right? And that's going to do it for this episode of Chris Akin Presents. Make sure you follow me every single day at chrisakin.net, chrisakin.net. All my socials are there. All my content is there. All my other shows are there. So it's the one hub you need to go to, chrisakin.net. And for Chris Akin Presents, I have been Chris Akin, and I will be tomorrow. See ya.
The Classic Metal Show now has all of our videos on Spotify. Simply look up and subscribe to the CMS Network on Spotify, and you'll get the audio and video podcast episodes each day from The Classic Metal Show. It's never been easier to watch or listen to Neely and Chris, so simply open Spotify, subscribe to the CMS Network, and enjoy The Classic Metal Show every single day.